Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Matt Striker, your NWS Revolution midman commentator for Revolution Impact and NWS Revolution pay-per-views. Today, I am going to give you my NWS Revolution Impact review. What a good show it was. Okay, let's begin with the Evolution Impact review, shall we? The commentators for the show were Josh Matthews, Don Carlos, and me, Matt Striker, and we hailed from the Georgia Dome, and we hail from the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, here we go. NWS commentators Josh Matthews and Don Carlos welcome the fans to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia, and run down the match card. Matthews says we will feature Jack Harvey versus Dan Lambert in the scaffold match. Then we will see the Hellhound versus Sir Robert Knight in the rematch for the NWS Gladiator Championship. Then we will see the Crew versus Devin the Demon and a partner of his choice for the NWS Tag Team Championship. Caldas gets on the mic and says we will see the debut of Johnny Kyle as he takes on Mike the Axe Murderer. We will see Wrestling Jesus versus Anubis for the NWS Universal Championship. And we will have Ian Kalina versus JBL. And we will see the Sons of Chaos, Scooter St. Willem, Sir Robert, and Cody Brainerd versus the Shinobi Mafia Warriors, Cody Mercer, Jason Boyce, and Psycho Mercer in a six-man tag team tornado match. Matthews gets back on the mic and says the main event will be General Jerry versus Michael Scars Minor for the MWS World Heavyweight Championship. Matthews then says tonight should be great and tells the fans to enjoy the show as him and Carlos go to commentary. Okay, let's begin with the first match, shall we? Okay, the first match was a scaffold match. Jack Harvey with Michael Cole in his corner defeated Dan Lambert with Paul Heyman in his corner. This was the opening match as Jack wasted no time beating up Dan Lambert, but on the scaffold when he threw him all around, Lambert as as Lambert low blow Jack and snapped him and delivered a roundhouse kick and whacked him with a candlestick until Jack snatched the candlestick from his hand and whacked him nonstop, then beat him into oblivion, busted him open by throwing the face first into the scaffold as Jack whacked him with a steel chair and a barbed wire baseball bat, and then choked him with the barbed wire as he gave him elbow strikes and the beat triggers. Jack gave Lambert several punches and broke a guitar over his head, then dropped him with a glorious DDT. Jack then beat on Lambert with several weapons as he tried to fight back. Then Jack locked Dan Lambert in the crossface and tortured him and scraped his face for cheese grater. Then he hits him on the head with a hammer nonstop and pokes him with wooden skewers as Lambert bleeds profusely. Then Lambert wakes Jack in the eyes and punches him and with brass knuckles and breaks a glass bottle over Jack's head, busting him open. Lambert then gives Jack jiu-jitsu moves and plants another roundhouse kick as he's about to form up the scaffolding. Jack then elbows him in the face and whips him with a leather belt. Jack hits Lambert with a stop sign, then the kitchen-sinking metal pipe. This match becomes very brutal as Jack then throws Lambert through plate glass. Jack picks up a bloody Dan Lambert and drops him for dirty deeds in the mic check. That then throws him on the scaffold and gives him an insane elbow drop. Drop right through the scaffolding, winning the match. Winner Jack Harvey via elbow dropping his opponent on the scaffold. This match lasted 15 minutes. 15 minutes. That's right. 15 minutes. And in my opinion, Dan Lambert got exactly what he deserved. Dan Lambert went his mouth far too long, and Jack Harvey gave him the beating of his life. And next week, Dan Lambert has to face Ian Clean in a Kingdom and Sandy match. Wow. The fans, I loved every minute of it, and the fans loved every minute of it. Good match. And then backstage, Team Robert Knight, they Scooter St. William and Sir Robert Knight are talking as Knight tells Scooter he will be taking his best close friend and brother for life, Scooter St. William, out to lunch at Bones Restaurant, and he will be taking Scooter St. William, the rest of the Sons of Chaos, out to dinner at Antigua for pizza dinner. Scooter thanks him and says he is thrilled. Knight then asks how the beer recession to Dr. Hugo Strange is going. Scooter says it's going very well and he is learning how to control his anger and not swear as much. So Robert Knight tells Scooter he is very proud of him and is glad he is controlling his profanity and not to go overboard with it. Scooter thanks him again and says he, he, he will only swear when he feels it's necessary. Mr. Corey Braxton Esquire shows up and says that Scaffield match the Scaffield match was unacceptable and wrong and dangerous and could give children nightmares and bad ideas. And then Mr. Stippy is upset as well, and we'll deal with that. And then he says how then Mr. Corey Braxton Esquire says how proud he is of Scooter St. William, how happy he is that Scooter's learning how to control his anger and profanity, and recommends he stop using profanity altogether because it is the right thing to do it. And just being happy and family friendly, not using profanity is not a bad thing. It is a good thing. Mr. Corey Esquire then gives Scooter the Robert Knight their receipt from the pay taxes. Then Mr. Corey Braxton Esquire hugs Scooter St. William. Mr. Corey Braxton then says he has more auditing to do. Scooter had a weird look on his face. What Sir Robert Knight says to Scooter not to wait, but Mr. Corey Braxton Esquire or Mr. Snippy. Scooter says he will not wait because he, Knight, and the Sons of Chaos will take care of the YouTube censorship community at a later time. So Robert Knight agrees as he goes and gets ready to face Hellhound in a rematch for the NWS Gladiator Championship. And then Matt puts in countless plug the second match, which is NWS Gladiator Championship. Hellhound with Professor Hugo Strange in his corner defeated Sir Robert Knight with Michael Cole in his corner in a no disqualification match. This was the second match as Knight and Hellhound squared off, with Knight taking down Hellhound and chopping him in the chest with Flair style, and giving him a DDT as he locks him in the figure four, but Hellhound refuses to step back as he claws Knight in the eyes, then gets a steel chair and hits him with it, and as he goes to pin him, but Knight kicks down and punches the steel chair into the very face of Hellhound, then beats on him with a Singapore cane, then slams his head and outward turnbuckles as Knight went to town on Hellhound, then threw him around the ring, then planted the shades of Knight as he went to pin him, but Hellhound kicked out at 2.5, then poked Knight in the eyes and hit him with a trash can and the trash can lid as he got a table, and he was about to plant Knight right foot, but Knight ended up suplexing right foot the table as both men were out. Backstage, the Shinobi Mafia Warriors attacked Scooter St. William from behind as Psycho Mercer came down and distracted Sir Robert Knight, allowing Hellhound to low blow Robert Knight. And then Hellhound drops Robert Knight with the burning hammer right through the steel chairs as he gets a pinfall on him. Winner and still NWS Gladiator Champion Hellhound via pinfall with burning hammer through steel chairs. This match lasted 10 minutes. After the match, the Shinobi Mafia Warriors then left and retreated, and Scooter St. William came down and helped Robert Knight up as they checked out to see if they were okay, and they were. Then Scooter and Sir Robert Knight shook hands in embrace and posed with the fans as they headed to the back. Match Striker thought this is a good match, but in my opinion, this could have been a fair match, and the Shinobi Mafia Warriors had no business interfering in this match and ruining it. Hellhound, in my opinion, yeah, this could have been a fair match, but the Shinobi Mafia Warriors had no business interfering in this match. And thanks to the Shinobi Mafia Warriors, Hellhound is still the NWS Gladiator Champion. And then backstage. And then backstage, co-general manager Michael Miner, a constable Jason Wooten, and Ethan Zobel was shown backstage talking business, but nothing was heard as they were signing contracts, and they all shook hands. What was going on backstage? Sounds like they agreed to something, but what was then backstage? The Shinobi Mafia Warriors were talking strategy as Cody Mercer was on the phone with someone when saying, "Tonight we get revenge on the Sons of Chaos for what they pulled." And Mercer said thank you to the mystery person on the phone and had a smile on his face. Paul Heyman said good plan as he gave the Shinobi Mafia Warriors a pep talk, saying their losing streak ends for sure tonight and we will get the last laugh. Mercer says what the Sons of Chaos did to Cody Bernard last week will not go unpunished because we will dedicate the six-man tag team match to Cody Bernard, and tomorrow we will take Cody Bernard out to lunch at the Varsity and for dinner at House Steakhouse. Cody Mercer says try and top that Team Robert Knight and Sons of Chaos. Heyman says we will get revenge for Cody Braden and Dan Lambert as well. But then the Sons of Chaos was shown in the locker room saying the Shinobi Mafia warriors are copycats who will never amount to anything we do. Scooter and Robinite said they cannot afford going out to the great and expensive restaurants we eat. Cody says whatever plan they have will backfire just like Dan Lambert's plan did. Jack says he wonders where Cody Bernard is since Cody had him released. Cody says he does not know. He probably decided to stay home to avoid another beatdown. Hmm. Basically, the Shinobi Mafia warriors are just trying to whip off the Sons of Chaos. The Sons of Chaos bouts are way better than the Shinobi Mafia warriors, in my opinion. And then then me and Mappers say the Shinobi Mafia warriors are copping up the Sons of Chaos as me, Mappers, and Carlos plug the third match. It's the NWS Tag Team Championships. The Crew defeated Devin the Demon and Kane. This was the third match as the Crew and Devin the Demon and Kane wrestled back and forth with both teams trading blows and looking very dominant as Devin and Kane chokeslam and tombstone piled up the Crew, but they kicked out the two and started fighting back as the Crew double suplex Devin and Kane gave them an aided brainbuster, an aided leapfrog, and an aided whiplash as Devin and Kane gave the Crew an aided wheelbarrow facebuster and an aided pile chopper as they went to pin him, but the Crew got a shoulder up and fought back and gave Devin and Kane a double powerbomb and wheelbarrow suplex, then a powerplex, and an elevated splash. And Devin and Kane gave the Crew a jumping stun as Devin clotheslined them and Kane gave them a big Buddha as both teams wrestled back and forth. Jesse gave Devin a Death Valley drive and one to Kane as well. Then Dallas gave Devin and Kane a body splash and an Enzuigiri and an Irish whip and a swift boat. Jesse gave Kane a knockout punch to Devin as well. Then Devin uppercutted both Jesse and Dallas, and Devin and Kane double choked him to Crew and went to pin him, but they got a shoulder up. And both teams got very rough with move after move and submission after submission. Dallas knocked Devin in the colossal clutch, but he refused to give up. And then Jesse planted Devin and Kane with the package pile driver as Dallas gave Devin and Kane the Sister Abigail. And in the end, the Crew delivers a sweet chin music pile driver combo for the victory, retains the NWS Tag Team titles. Win and still NWS Tag Team Champions, the Crew via pinfall with the sweet chin music pile drive combo. And this match lasted 14 minutes and 45 seconds. After the match, Devin and Kane and the Crew shook hands for putting on a great tag team title defense. I gotta say, this is a really good tag team title defense. Ever since Devin the Demon when we returned, he's been very dominant. However, the Crew did win the match, and they are still the tag team champions. Also, there was backstage footage where the Shinobi Mafia was in the Ministry of Joy were talking about going and then also about and then there was a backstage segment where the Shinobi Mafia warriors and the Ministry of Joy were talking strategy, talk about what plans they have for the Sons of Chaos, and then backstage, Mr. Stippy says now that is the kind of match this company needs to have, family friendly style wrestling, and then Johnny Khan was interviewed by Will Phil backstage as he asked him how does it feel to be making his wrestling debut. Johnny says it feels great, and tonight he will lay right into Mike the Axe Murder and show him what he's all about. As me, Mappers, and Thomas plug the fourth match, Johnny Cow defeated Mike the Axe Murderer. This was the fourth match as Mike and Johnny wrestled back and forth with Johnny taking down Mike and beating the hell out of him as he gave him an atomic drop, then Mike headbutts him and hits a clothesline and a head taken, then a hurricane run and a spear and a tilt-a-roll. Johnny batters back and hits a back-breaking, neck-breaking arm twist, rope walk top, then diving overhead chop and diving double axe handle as Mike bites back and plants Johnny Cow with the murder bomb as Mike then pounded away on Johnny and stomped on him and then went to pin him, but Johnny got a shoulder up and fought Mike off and spin him around as he gave him several punches, then a backhand chop and locked him in a torture rack, but Mike does not separate, locks Johnny and Amber as they continue to fight back and forth and give each other high-flying wrestling moves and a couple more submissions. Then Mike is about to plant another murder bomb, but Johnny Cow blocks and delivers the cow slam for the win. Winner Johnny Cow via pinfall the cow slam. This match lasted the 12 minutes. After the match, Johnny Cow dumped cow food over Mike and Hay as well, and then dumped milk over Mike Murder as well. Oh, what a match! What a good wrestling debut for Johnny Cow. I'm Matt Strike. Would like to see what more Johnny Cow does here in the NWS Revolution. And how is Mike the ex murder gonna report you getting hay for getting milk and hay hay dumped all over him? And then backstage, the Shinobi Mafia was shown talking to someone, but the person was not shown, as well as the Ministry of Joy. And then co-general manager Michael Miner was interviewed by Will Field, who asked him what's his business relationship with MWS Board of Directors President Ethan Zobel. Miner says it's very simple. Ethan Zobel is his corporate insurance policy and business associate. Miner then revealed Miner, Michael Miner then reveals that he was the one who brought in the MWS board of directors just so we could stick it to Jack Harvey. Miner says he and his brother will destroy the Aces brothers at bragging rights. He will show the MWS universe why the MWS revolution will become his. Miner then goes off on Cody Braden and says he's nothing more than a John Cena ripoff and a 100% kiss ass. And Miner says he will not answer to the stupid MWS owner Jack Harvey because he takes orders from no one. Miner Miner says he will not let Jack Harvey get rid of the board of directors. Miner says he is not afraid of Cody Braden and needs to, and he says that Cody Braden needs to think before he speaks or he will regret it. In my opinion, Michael Miner was sending a very threatening message, but knowing Cody is not going to take that. And we know that Jack Harvey is going to do everything in his power to get rid of the MWS board of directors, whether Michael Miner likes it or not. And then Matt and Callis plugged the fifth match. It was for the NWS Universal Championship. Wrestling Jesus with the Fabulous Theory defeated Anubis. This was the fifth match as WJ and Anubis battled back and forth, with WJ taking down Anubis and giving him a loop press and a body press and a moonsault and a, and, and a casita as Anubis bites back and scratches WJ in the face and DDTs him and gives him a sidewalk slam, then a hip thrust, then a sailboat, driver as he goes to pin WJ, but he kicks out. Then Anubis drops WJ with the Doomsday device and goes to pin it, but WJ gets his shoulder up. WJ then hits the kryptonite crunch on Anubis and a lariat and a cut, and then Anubis body slams him, then stomps on him and gives him elbow drops, then locks him in the ankle lock, but WJ does not tap out and gets out of it. Anubis then eats a pump handle slam. WJ pins him 1, 2, 3 and retains the MWS Universal Championship. Winning still MWS Universal Champion Wrestling Jesus via pinfall with pump handle slam. This match lasted 11 minutes. After the match, the Fabulous Fairy gets in the ring and locks Anubis in the Theory statement. Then gets in the mic and says she wants to be a fighting champion to defend a women's title more than once, and calls out Hellhound's sister to face her for the MWS Women's Championship at bragging rights. And from now on, starting next week, she will be issued an NWS Women's Championship Open Challenge. The Theory and WJ then left the ring, went to the back. Who will answer? Will we hear from Hellhound's sister? And what will she say about the Fabulous Fairy challenging her for the NWS Women's Championship, and who will be the first to step up to the Fabulous Fairy's NWS Women's Championship Open Challenge. And next week will be the go home show for bragging rights. Just letting you know. And then backstage, the Shinobi Mafia Warriors attack the Sons of. And then backstage, the Shinobi Mafia Warriors attack Sons of Chaos members Devin the Demon, Michael Rappaport, and Castile, and triple powerbomb them through a table, then drop them with the antle. Mercy says, 3 down, 4 more to go. Then me and Matt will say the Shinobi Mafia Warriors cowardly attacking members of the Sons of Chaos backstage. Tyler says they are also sending a message to Ian as he, Matthews, and me plugged the sixth match. It was Ian Cleveland defeated JBL with the apron about. This is the sixth match as JBL attacks Ian from behind and starts punching him and jumps him with the last cow and clothesline from hell. As he goes to pin him, but Ian kicks out at 2.5 and beats the hell out of JBL and delivers a 450 splash, then locks him in the Kimura lock, and finishes him off with the one wing angel for the 1, 2, 3. Winner Ian Cleveland via pinfall with one wing angel of this match. That's 3 minutes, and then Ian goes to the back. I gotta say, this is indeed a good match. This match lasted 3 minutes. I gotta say, gotta give credit to Ian Cleveland for beating the hell out of JBL. And then next, and then after that match, Okay. Okay. And then there was this, and then after that, it was in the backstage. Constable Jason Ruin says he will book himself in a match next week as he defends his Intercontinental Championship against Cody Mercer. And then bragging rights, he will defeat Sidelock for the NWS Intercontinental Championship. And then Jack Harvey was shown being attacked by the Shinobi Mafia Boys backstage. Then they laid him out, and then they laid him out, out backstage with the anthill as he was face first on the floor. Then the Shinobi Mafia Warriors sprayed the words SMW on the back of Jack Harvey. And then me, Cass, and Matt would say coward attack from the SMW. Never seen that, but we played the fourth match. It was the NWS Avengers. Cody Sammartino, Mr. Plastic, Jack Harvey's personal friend, and Cody the Brain defeated the Ministry of Joy with Professor Hilgers in their corner with a special guest referee, Billy Bob. This was the seven matches the NWS Avengers Ministry of Joy wrestled back and forth. The Ministry of Joy took the Avengers down, gave them the bang for your buck as they went to pin them, but the Avengers kicked out and then sprayed shaving cream in the faces of the Ministry of Joy and perfume cologne and rubbed Vaseline on them, and then they shoved Viagra down the mouths of the Ministry of Joy, and the Ministry of Joy ended up getting, yes, an erection. And then the Avengers wrapped toilet paper all over the Ministry of Joy and then dropped them up and down. Oh yeah, baby, baby, as Billy Bob counted 1, 2, 3. Winner the Ministry, winner the NWS Avengers via pinfall with the up and down. Oh yeah, baby, baby. In this match lasted 5 minutes. As winner of the match, the NWS Avengers. After the match, the Ministry of Joy started acting weird as Billy Bob dumped a bag full of fertilizer over them. Then the Joy made a run for it. Billy Bob got on the mic and says he is still looking for someone to manage and says the door is open if anybody wants for him to manage him. They know where to find him. Who's gonna who is gonna take the challenge? Who good match. This was a good funny match. The MWS Avengers got a victory over the Ministry of Joy, and I gotta say, wow. Very strange match, but it was fun and entertaining. But but the other question is who's gonna be the first NWS wrestler wrestler superstar who's gonna be managed by Billy Bob. The door is open. That's very interesting. Billy Bob is an awesome guy. And then me and Matt was kind of say on commented that match is funny when fucking Team Robert Night Day Block. Team Robert Night Day Block hanging out in Atlanta, Georgia. Footage from earlier today, Team Robert Night Day Scooter St. William Still Robert Night and the rest of the Sons of Chaos are shown arriving at an airport in Atlanta, Georgia as they were getting their luggage. It's then checking into the Hilton Atlanta Hotel as Scooter Night paid for it. Then they had lunch and then they got to their hotel room suite. Scooter Night got a huge hotel suite with two king-size hotel beds and a higher bed where the MWS board had Chaplain General Jerry stayed in the kitchen and living room. Cody and Jack had a room next to it with two hotel beds. And Devin and Michael Weapon Castillo had their own rooms across from it. Then they got on the tour bus and went to the Coca-Cola tasting, then the Georgia Aquarium where they took amazing pictures and posted them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As they then went to the Olympic Park Fountain and went to the Greater Olympic Park Fountains and went to the Greater Good Barbecue for ribs and French fries. Scooter and Rob Knight paid for everyone as they then took a tour bus to the arena. I gotta say, those Team Robert Night Day vlogs that get better and better every day. More better than watching a Shinobi Mafia vlog, which was shown, which basically just the Shinobi Mafia warriors going to fast food places and strip clubs. And then Carlson, and Matt would say the Sons of Chaos had a great time as they had the co-main event. It was a six-man tag team match. The Sons of Chaos, Scooter St. Willem, Silva, but I and Cody Brandon with Michael Cole in the corner versus the Shinobi Mafia Warriors, Cody Mercer, Jason Boyce, and Psycho Mercer with Paul Heyman in the corner. There must be winners. A masked man was a special guest referee. This was the eighth match as the Sons of Chaos and Shinobi Mafia Warriors wrestled back and forth and traded blows. The Sons of Chaos were beating the hell out of the SMW. Scooter hit them with a spine busted and dropped Mercer with the boys and Psycho Mercer with their Scooter bomb. People's up on blue Thunder bomb. Then Night dropped the Shinobi Mafia Warriors with the Shades of Night. Cody RKO's the Shinobi Mafia Warriors. As as the masked referee goes to count, but the masked referee ties his shoes. Josh Napper says in commentary, why the hell is the referee tying his shoes? Then the ref goes to count, but only counts two as he grabs his shoulder. Then the Sons of Chaos went up to him, allowing the Shinobi Mafia Warriors to low blow the Sons of Chaos. As he fast counts, then the Shinobi Mafia Warriors stop on Team Wabanite and Cody as Mercer spine busters them, then locks them in the coquina clutch. Then Jason Boyd locks members of the Sons of Chaos in the Wayward's Hollow and Crystal Lake of Fire. But Scooter Knight and Cody refuse to submit. Then Psycho Mercer gives them a big boot as the match referee fast counts. Matt is getting disgusted and annoyed, saying that this match referee is obviously being paid up by the Shinobi Mafia Boys. Matt Strikers agree and say that that is ridiculous. The referee is doing a bad job. Then Scooter Knight and Cody fight back and beat down on Mercer Boys and Psycho Mercer and give them an area of slip rolls and triple tag team moves. Scooter locks Mercer in the Scooter recliners. Knight locks Voorhees in the figure four, and Cody chops Psycho Mercer in the chest and super kicks him. Then locks him in the sharpshooter, but they all refuse to tap out as the mess referee yells at them, saying it is illegal. Josh Napper says, I'm commentator. Come on, man. This is ridiculous and uncalled for. Then Scooter Knight chopped the Shinobi Mafia Warriors with the demolition decapitation. Then Scooter Knight and Cody then triple powerbomb Mercer Boys and Psycho Mercer took the triple powerbomb, but the masked referee won't count. A disgusted Josh Matthews yells and comments, "Come on, you idiot referee, count! Come on, you!" It says, "Come on, you idiot referee, do your damn job and count 1, 2, 3." I'm at Sex say this referee is definitely in the back pocket of the Shinobi Mafia Warriors and is being disrespectful. Scooter Knight and Cody give him the referee's face, and the referee maces them in the face as Paul Heyman then pepper sprays. Then as Paul Heyman then pepper sprays, Scooter St. Williams still wobbling and Cody Braden as Mercer drops him the 450 splash and Canadian destroyed, and Jason Boyd lays up the Sons of Chaos with the F-15 and Psycho Mercer Psycho bombs Scooter St. Williams from Sir Wapner and Cody Braden. Then the Shinobi Mafia was dropped the Sons of Chaos, the anthill here as the web counts 1, 2, 3. Winners, the Shinobi Mafia Warriors via pinfall with Antos. This match lasted 15 minutes. And then after the match, the referee removes his mask and it's NWS individual King Cody Bernard as he is laughing. A disgusted Josh Napper says that damn no good son of a bitch Cody Bernard just screwed over the Sons of Chaos. Who the hell does he think he is? I'm Matt Stryker say that fucking bastard. Cody Bernard gets on the mic and says payback is a bitch. The Shinobi Mafia Warriors then hold the Sons of Chaos, allowing Cody Bernard to constantly slap them and spit in their face. Then the Shinobi Mafia Warriors stop on Scooter St. Williams, Sir Robert and Cody Braden, and then they triple pop-up powerbomb them right through a table. Cody Bernard interviews the Shinobi Mafia Warriors saying it was a great master plan. Mercer says yes it was. Mercer says let's go to dinner and celebrate. How Heyman gets on the mic and says dinner is on him. The Shinobi Mafia Warriors make a retreat. Mercer says we will clean up at the hotel and eat at a nice restaurant. So apparently the stupid ass Shinobi Mafia Warriors got to win over the Sons of Chaos. Good match, but in my opinion, the Sons of Chaos should have won. And then the Shinobi Mafia Warriors and Kai Bernard get in a limousine as it's. Then the Shinobi Mafia Warriors, the Ministry of Joy, and get in a limousine with Kai Bernard and it speeds off. And then me and Napper say the Sons of Chaos will sure as hell get the revenge next week as we plug the main event. And the main event was NWS World Heavyweight Championship. General Jerry defeated Michael Scott's Minor with Even Zobel in Minor's corner. Minor booked himself in the main event. This was the main event as Jerry and Minor had a great back and forth wrestling match with Jerry taking down Minor and giving him a face break and face bust, then a flapjack as Minor fights back with a flying headbutt and atomic drop. Then a scoop 7 big boot as Jerry Minor trade blows at the blows, and then Minor locks Jerry in the submission, but he refuses to submit. Then Minor drops Jerry with the Minor bomb and scars him out as it goes to pin, but Jerry has his foot on the rope as Minor gets pissed and low blows Jerry. Then Ethan Zobel slaps General Jerry as Mike the X Murder comes down and plants Jerry for murder bomb. Josh Matthews yells and commentates, "What the hell, Minor? This is abuse of power." As the ref calls for the bell and disqualifies Minor, then Michael Minor attacks the referee saying this match restarted. And Mike murders the special guest referee. Josh Mathis disgusted says, "Oh, come on, man, this is disgusting. This is disrespectful." Well, Jack Harvey then limps his way down and says he will not tolerate minor abusing his power like that, and he will be the special guest enforcer to make things even. Josh Mapper says NWS Jack Harvey laying down the law. Jerry and Minor are battling it out as Jerry double on DP's Minor, but Mike does not count. Josh Mapper says not this crap again. Jerry then lays out Mike the Axe Murder with the Jerry bomb, and then Jack drops him with the dirty deeds as the referee and referees the rest of the match. As Jerry and Minor are wrestling back and forth, as Jerry locks Minor in the Anaconda device, but he refuses to submit and gets out of it. This match goes on for 15 more minutes. Minor then gets a steel chair and hits Jerry with it, but Jack won't count Jerry down that way. Then Minor gets in Jack's face and shoves him. Then Jack shoves him back. Minor is then about to lay Jerry out with the scars of Minor, but Jerry reverses it into the Jerry bomb for the pinfall and retains the NWS World Heavyweight Champion. Winning still NWS World Heavyweight Champion General Jerry via pinfall with Jerry bomb. And this match lasted 19 minutes. 19 minutes. Jerry then celebrates with the fans and goes to the back. Minor and Mike then walk back with a smirk on their faces as they exit. Then Josh Mapper says on commentary, how will the Sons of Chaos reach up to the Shinobi Mafia Warriors assaulting them? What repercussions will Cody Bernard pay for screwing over the Sons of Chaos? Because what will happen next week on Revolution Impact Go Home Show? Josh Mapper says we are out of time. Good night, everybody. Carter says see you next week. I'm Matt Sucker. Thank the fans for coming as the show goes off the air. And I would give this show a 10 out of 10, 5 stars, and an A triple plus. But anyway, so what's gonna happen? How are the Sons of Chaos gonna retort to losing to the Shinobi Mafia Boys? And we understand that Cody Mercer, Jason Voorhees, and Psycho Mercer are at the hotel celebrating their win over the Sons of Chaos. I mean, wow, what a crazy night this was. What a crazy night this was. We also understand that Paul Heyman is expected to make a promo here. Yes, that's it. Paul Heyman, the manager of the Shinobi Mafia Boys, is expected to make a video bragging over the Shinobi Mafia Boys getting a win over the Sons of Chaos. So does this mean um the Shinobi Mafia Warriors losing streak is officially over? Many things can happen. Anyway, thank you for coming to the. Anyway, I'm Matt Striker. I want to thank you for coming to the show. Thank you to the two viewers that are watching. And next week, Josh Matthews will be back to do the Revolution Impact Breakdown fever, and he'll be back to do the Revolution Impact reveal, which will be the go home show. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to the NWS Revolution YouTube channel for all your promos, wrestling matches, breakdown viewers, reviews, interviews, face-to-face competitions. Like our NWS Revolution Facebook page and Instagram page, and follow us on Twitter at NWS Revolution. Anyway, that's all I Matt Striker gotta say. And yeah. And we also understand that Cody Mercer is also expected to make a video talking about his Jason Boys and Psycho Mercer's win over Scooter St. William, Still Robert Knight, and Cody Brainerd. And we also understand, we also expect to hear from Psycho Mercer as well. Obviously, tonight was a night for the Shinobi Mafia Warriors, but next week on Revolution Impact, the Sons of Chaos are going to get revenge. Because as the Sons of Chaos say, you fuck with the Sons of Chaos, the Sons of Chaos will fuck right back with you. And great. And Cody Mercer is bragging about his, great. The Shinobi Mafia Warriors are bragging about the win over the Sons of Chaos on Twitter. Anyway, that is all I Max Sucker gotta say. And remember, Josh Mathis will see you next week for the breakdown preview and Revolution Impact Go Home show review and pay-per-view review as well. Anyway, all I Max Sucker gotta say is good night, everybody. And I'm expected and unfortunately we have to hear from Paul Heyman as well. Anyway, that is all I Max Sucker gotta say. Good night, everybody.